Alright, we're at Greenfield Games, Warhammer 40k 6th edition battle report, checking out the brand new Tau codex. We're going to check out a 1,000 point battle of Tau versus 1,000 points of Orks. Dan's got Tau here, and looks like, you want to talk about him or I can talk about him?
Yeah, I've got the 2 hammerheads with the submunition railgun, and 2 devilfish accompanying these 2 fire warrior squads, the ethereal and the space brains subbing in for a cater fireblade. A squad of 8 fire warriors back here, and a squad of 20 crew with sniper rounds.
Sniper rounds are nice. This is Evan's Orks here.
Got 15 looters, 3 units of 20 boys, war boss, Docker jet, and big guns.
Alright, and they are playing the relic. This is the board. It's the Vanguard strike table edges, and we'll be back when they deploy. Rolling off for table sides. Looks like Evan's gonna win the roll off. So Orks will. What are you gonna do? You're gonna.
Orks are gonna deploy over here.
Orks are gonna deploy over here and take advantage of this castle wall. No, I don't know what they'll do. We'll see.
It's a good idea.
What do we want to call all this terrain?
Alright, here's how the army's deployed. The Orks have boys and boys. Loot is here, big guns on the wall, more loot is here, and more boys behind the wall. The Tau have devilfish empty with fire warriors and ethereal back there. Devilfish full. Hammerhead. What's over there? Devilfish? Fire warriors with the cadre guy, and the crew have infiltrated into the woods here. Is anyone going to try and steal initiative?
I am.
No stealing. Alright, we'll be back with turn 1.
Night fight.
It is night fighting. Alright, first action in round 1. Just keep going, guys. These shooter boys fired into the crew here. And they did 12 wounds. They elected to go to ground, and 6 crew died. First strike of the game. Doing a little bit of a different style here today because obviously I'm not playing. I'm just shooting the bat rep. Trying to give you better looks of the board and some in the moment action. Alright, so at the end of Ork turn 1, these guys, what they do, run 3?
Yeah.
Something like that? They ran 3. These guys shot, like I said, shot into the crew. Some other fire, the big guns, right? Yeah. Fired into the crew and did a few more dead over there. The crew are now down to almost half strength and they're pinned. These guys ran forward here, and that is the end of Ork turn 1. Alright, so Tau, in the Tau turn, most of the army, especially this unit here with the cadre fireblade and I believe this railgun here, did a lot of firing into this squad of boys. Got them to about 50% strength, and then I believe this hammerhead railgun jumped up onto the fountain over there and immobilized itself, but then fired into the boys over here and killed one through night fighting and cover saves and stuff. And that's pretty much the...
I wasn't taking my better cover saves from my crew.
That's pretty much the results of Tau turn 1. Good chunk of those boys have perished, and one guy over on that side. We'll be back with Ork turn 2. Alright, here's Docker jet popping on the board. Betting the Tau was wishing they had some Skyfire interceptor right now.
Oh, that's one of the...
Alright, he just called the log, and the Docker jet is going to dump fire here into these fire warriors.
Yeah. These are rerolls, which I think it's... Yeah, it's 4 up.
Rerolls.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 hits.
11 hits. Rolling the wound.
What would it be, 3s?
Twos.
Twos? Oh, okay.
That's turn 6, right?
Yeah. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
9
Four.
wounds.
8 before.
9 wounds on those Fire Warriors from the Dakajet Wog.
That's 9 dead fire warriors. There's
9
no cover.
Fire Warriors. Pretty effective little strafing run on the. I love that Dakajet. Check out the pilot.
The crew.
Alright, so
And
it
they
looks
fail.
like the majority of the
These
shooting
guys
came from
are
big
leadership
guns on the
guns,
wall
fire
and
guy.
the looters on the wall. They
Barely passes.
exploded the hammerhead
No,
here.
he's actually not. He's not. So
And
they
then,
fell back too. These guys are falling back 2d6.
Shooting from the boys over here.
So I'll probably take them off the board.
Which boys? These boys shot at those crew.
Yeah, those boys shot at
and
these
did
crew.
some more casualties over there.
Big guns
And
took out the
the leadership over here was
They fell back. They fell off the
they
table.
fell back and fell off the
And the
table,
crew are falling back also.
and the crew are also falling back. So here's the remainder of the Tau over here: Hammerhead, troops,
Crew falling
Devilfish, and there's the Orc horde over there. How many glances did you just do? 2 glances. These Fire Warriors just fired into the Dakajet, doing snapshots, did a bunch of hits, and glanced it twice. So that's the whole Tau turn 2. What else happened?
Leadership test.
The jet.
Boys.
So yeah, pretty much the entire
Boys
Tau army
leadership.
fired into
7.
those boys, killing them all down
I don't think it's
to
that good.
2 Orks. They're gonna make a leadership
6.
now. And then the railgun took a snapshot at the plane and missed, and then all these Fire Warriors here took snapshots at the plane and did 2 glances. And those 2 Orks are running off the table, and that's gonna be. We'll be back with Orc turn 3.
I think the
Orc turn 3. All these boys ran forward. Did they grab the relic, or are they just next to the relic?
they're next to the relic. They wait till next turn.
They're next to the relic. Those boys ran. These boys ran. Shooting. Did you do any damage with your shooting?
I don't think so. No, nothing really hit.
Not a lot of hits here and now. The tower. Moving forward to see what they can do with these Orcs that are about to grab this relic.
He's using the firestorm thing again.
So what all happened so far? No. Who got first blood?
That would be.
So Orcs have first blood. Both warlords are on the table, and no line breaker yet. Brutal firing from the Tau on this squad of boys trying to get the relic here, dropping a
5.
railgun down on some boys, just mowing down any Orc that gets over the hill here.
5 cover saves.
5 cover saves from the Orcs.
Yep.
3 dead, more Orcs.
Which one is that coming from? That one there. So let's see if we can 2 look upstairs.
Nope.
Nope. This guy gets 1. 1, 2.
Nob takes
No,
a
you
wound.
filled both the lookout stairs.
Oh, that's right. I take them both.
Nob takes
I thought it
both
was okay. Yeah,
wounds,
that's right.
and the Nob
He's not dead.
dies.
It's not good.
So is that it for the Tau?
Yeah.
All right, looks like basically all of his army fired into the squad of boys and just mowed them down, did a whole bunch of wounds here, and we'll be back with turn 4. Okay, that was Orc turn 4. Boys ran forward, and the Dakajet came back on. Basically all the fire and the looters that could reach, everyone that could reach this unit attached to the ethereal, and killed a whole bunch, about 8 died or so, and we'll be back with Tau turn 4. Tau turn 4 saw the Devilfish and the Fire Warriors all over here, and the Railgun all dumping fire into the boys over here, killing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Remember,
about
you
8
have
of
to turn
them.
90 degrees. You have to turn 90
And
degrees.
this is Orc turn 5.
I'll look it up because that's what I was talking about earlier. The 90 degree, which you had the right angle.
So this was Orc turn 5, where the shooters jumped up on the hill and grabbed the relic. These boys ran forward through the forest. The looters over here, and the Dakajet fired into the Fire Warriors with the Ethereal and wiped them out. So Slay the Warlord goes to the Orks,
Not even get him to kill.
and that's kind of the end of Orc turn 5. We'll be back with the Tau rebuttal. Alright, let's see if the game ends here.
Goes on.
Game goes on, so the Tau, what's remaining of them, the Devilfish, the Railgun, these guys here, they all dumped their fire into the shooter boys up here and wiped out the squad, and then
Shut up the relic.
a missile from somewhere did a wound on the warlord there. So the game goes on.
Just agitated him a little bit.
Alright, the war boss charged forward and assaulted the Devilfish and exploded it and didn't take any damage from the explosion.
I had to have him do something. I couldn't just let him sit there the whole game.
These guys scooted forward, getting to the base of the hill. Is that the end? Oh, and then the looters, these looters over here, shot into these Fire Warriors here and killed one and made the remainder go to ground. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep, it's the end of my turn.
Alright, that's the end of Orc turn 6. Tau turn 6 up next. Alright, the War Boss just went up against a Railgun and was insta-killed by the Strength 10 shot. So Slay the Warlord now goes to the Tau, as well as Slay the Warlord to the Orcs, and First Blood to the Orcs. Doesn't look like anyone has Line Breaker or will get Line Breaker. So it could come down to, as it often does, could come down to First Blood. A lot of people are...
Nah, he's gonna get the relic this turn. If he makes a good move through cover roll.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, probably should be able to grab the relic.
Your Dakajet comes back on.
Oh, that's true. Dakajet
And Dakajet is kind of come back on. Alright, so we'll see what happens in the next turn. One lonely Fire Warrior left on the table. The Dakajet,
You don't have anything else?
Dakajet wrecked this
nothing I can reach
thing.
him.
What about my turn?
And these looters
What about the boys?
wrecked
Did
this.
you shoot with them? 12
Tau
range.
literally have just that one lonely Fire Warrior left. Because those guys died.
I'll give you two guys. Two boys.
Alright, let's see if
Two boys over here.
these two boys can take
It's a
out this
knob.
one
The knob's gonna do it. You know,
knob, and a
This
boy
is the
gonna
knob.
try and take out the last Fire Warrior on the table. Last Tau unit on the table.
No, come on,
Knob hit.
knob.
Alright. What's he
3
doing?
plus.
The knob wiping out, and the knob.
Armor save? He made it.
Knob wounded him, but the Tau armor held up.
Awesome. Game over with he had Relic, First Blood, and Slay the Warlord.
Relic, First Blood, and Slay the Warlord versus Slay the Warlord. There's the
Always a
epic
pleasure.
handshake. Great game, guys. Very epic looking, cinematic, nicely painted models. Be sure to check out all the battle reports I do at NViz on YouTube. Like the channel, subscribe, and keep watching these battle reports. We do them here at Greenfield Games in Greenfield, Massachusetts. So that's how it ended up. Victory for the Orcs in this 1,000-point battle. Thanks for watching.